Universal. What do you mean by universal? It is available to any human being born where? Anywhere across the world. What it doesn't depend on? It does not depend on what kind of political systems do you have. Is your country a democracy? Is your country a dictatorship, a monarchy? Do you follow parliamentary system, presidential system, or do you follow federalism, unitary? Nothing will matter. Universal, available to any child, any human being born anywhere across the world. 2. Inherent means what? It is available for an individual from when? Right from their birth. Fine. 3. What is it? Indivisible. What do you mean by that? Recall? Means it should be given as a whole, not in parts. For example, as I told, when you say freedom of speech and expression, you will get it as a whole. What they cannot tell? They cannot tell that you cannot criticize so and so person, so and so. You cannot say that. You cannot say that you cannot join a party. You cannot criticize the government. You cannot write paintings like this. In nothing it is allowed. In other words, you will get it as a whole. When they say freedom of religion, you have to get it as a whole. They cannot say you cannot follow this religion, this, that. They cannot say that. Some restrictions will be there if it violates someone's equality, someone's dignity. That's a different issue that we'll discuss later. Then inalienable means what? Linked to inherent. Because nobody has given it to you, nobody can take it away from you. Inalienable. Fine? So these are largely the characteristics of human rights. And as I told, human rights has evolved over a period. That's what technically you call as what? What is it? Generations of human rights. First generation human rights. That means automatically what you will have? Second generation human rights. Third generation human rights. These 3 generations of human rights are very, very clear. Means UN itself has given document. For example, when you say first generation human rights, it includes, look at the word itself. What kind of rights? Civil and political rights. Recall what will be your civil and political rights. Even in your political equality, all those things you have mentioned. What are your political equality issues? Right to vote, right to contest elections, right to criticize governments, equality. Civil means what? Prohibition of any kind of discrimination based on religion or race or exactly those things. Abolition of untouchability. Those are all equality before law. All of that is what? Civil. First generation human rights focused on this. First generation means what? Like how you have in your mobile, same. Means in the beginning they talked about something, later they realized, okay, in addition we need something else also. That's why in second generation rights they talked about, look at the word itself. John. Second generation they spoke about social and economic rights. For first generation the most important document is, what is the document? ICCPR. It means International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. In polity we keep using this word. What is the word? Covenant. Covenant means in simple terms document, legal document, formal document. International Covenant on CPR means what? Civil. Clear? It's International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR. Same way, for second generation, the document is called as, you tell me the full form? International Covenant on, another C, cultural. Now, if you look at it itself, you will understand. The logic was what? Very simple. That means in the first generation rights, as I told, they focus on what kind of rights? Civil and political. That means examples like right to vote, contest elections, question the government, all these things. Later they realize that, okay, fine, let us assume people have the right to contest election, people have the right to vote, people can criticize government, agreed. Fine, but the counter question came, what will you do using all these things when people don't even have 3 meals a day? People don't even have, they are not able to even earn a basic livelihood. What will you do using your freedom of speech and expression? When you are struggling for your 3 meals a day, who will care about your right to contest election? Correct. So that is when they realize what is also equally important. Social and economic rights are equally important. That means whatever I told you now, which includes what? Simple logic also apply. Right to livelihood, right to education, right to health care, right to clean environment, right to basic drinking water, sanitation, all these things will come under which one? Second generation human rights, because of simple realization that what? It is not enough if you only have what? They are also important. We are not saying no. That is also equally important. But what is also equally important? Your education, health, basic livelihood, job, drinking water, sanitation. Imagine your life without all these things. How will you do a dignified life? Means very basic life also. How will you do without even having 3 meals a day, or a basic drinking water access, sanitation issue, basic housing, clothing, very even if you talk minimal basic education for children, healthcare. What will you do using your I have the right to vote, I have the right to contest election? There is no use. That is when they focused on second generation. Understood? And normally remember, when you say, whenever we talk about the concept of rights, we talk about it individually. Individually means what? I as an individual will get these rights. You individually will get it. She will individually get it. Everybody individually will get these rights. But by third generation, they try to recall that sometimes what will happen, individuals will also belong to certain group. So because you are part of that group, that itself has to give you certain extra rights. What do you mean by that? Means, let's say for example, women as a group has certain specific problem. Children as a group has some specific problem. Religious minorities as a group will have specific challenges. Understood? Physically challenged people will have certain challenges. Transgenders will have certain challenges. Refugees will have certain challenges. Migrants will have certain challenges. That's why you tell me. I have told you the answer. I mean, what do you mean by third generation rights now itself? That if first and second generation rights focus on individual rights, what is third generation focus on? Group rights. Or some people also use another word for it. I mean, nothing logical. I mean, very, what do you call this? Public complicated or anything. What is it? Collective rights means what? As a group you will get. For example, there is a very famous document, convention again called as UN Convention on Rights of Children. So children as a group will have certain rights. What rights? Right to survival means what? Right to survival means no female feticide. Remember, I mean, you might have heard that if it is a female feticide, so what if in case, I mean, now it has all come down, but what they may do? Yeah, they will determine the sex of the fetus, and if a female fetus is there, there are instances what they'll do. Hennu Bruna Hatya, you might have heard that. Female feticide. So against that's why all the fetus have, or children have, right to survival. Then once the child is born, right to development. Once the child is born or growing up, right to protection. Because against children, obviously lots of what? Sexual harassment issues, child pornography, all those things you might have heard. So that is to protect against them. So right to survival, right to development. Development means what? Same, education. Like remember the very famous Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Look at the word Beti Bachao means what? Right to survival. Beti Padhao means right to development. Other words, even if you have seen there is another program itself called as ICPS, Integrated Child Protection Scheme. Protection means what? As the name says, the children has to be protected from any kind of threats or sexual abusers, child labor, child violence, child pornography. That is all survive, develop plus what? Protection. There is also a few others, right to participate, all those things, but that's okay. That is your which convention? UN Convention on Rights of Children. Same way, look at the full form. UN Convention on. You logically use the UN Convention on Rights of Persons with Disabilities. So persons with disability means, I think you can understand that for them you will have, even if you have any whatever visual impairment, visual challenges, or whatever what do you call this, motor disability, in other words legs, everything, all those, anything for that matter, people with disability have certain rights. In fact, to implement this convention, India has passed an act also. That's what is Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act. India has passed it. And if in case you don't know, if you are a person with disability, you will get extra reservation in education, even in job, even in promotion. And the act also says, the convention also says that people with disability should not face any challenge in their accessibility. Accessibility means what? When you go to your whatever schools, colleges, hospitals or metro or railway station, what they should have then? Remember that ramp. Even if you might have seen in metro, you go to metro, you might have seen those ramp. Ramp means, understand, right? The special path where you can, people with disabilities, for them to move for them, especially you will have. You go anywhere now, even in what you call this, restrooms, bathrooms also will have specially separate one for people with disabilities. Even in theaters, we have some specific seats reserved for them. All of that is your accessibility. In fact, if you don't know, Government of India has a scheme itself for it, Accessible India Campaign, Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan. Those are all what? Because of the rights of whom? People with disabilities. Similarly, for women, there is another one, UNCEDAW, UN Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. So, what is the full form? UN Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. Look at the name, it says this, discrimination. Women should not face any kind of discrimination is the convention. So, as a group, is also another one. If you have a UN Convention on the Rights of Refugees. What do you mean by refugee? What do you mean by refugee? We keep telling Tibetan refugee, what do you call Bangladeshi refugees, or what do you call Rohingya refugees. What do you mean by refugee then? Yeah, people who have escaped from their home country because of some or other attacks going on against them, and then what they have done? They have entered another country illegally. They are called as what? Refugees. When you say Rohingya refugees, what does it mean? Rohingyas, which country? Myanmar, because they are attacked there for mostly because of religion or any other issue. What they have done? They escaped from there and they have entered Bangladesh, India and all. But they don't have citizenship here. They don't have visas here. But they just entered. Because simple reason, just to escape from any kind of attack. That is refugee. Migrant means what? Migrant means what? Migrant can be legal also, illegal also. Legal migrant means what? Let's say for example, you are an IT engineer or a doctor, anybody, you got a job in US or you want to go for higher studies in United States, what you may do? Take the visa, legally go to another country, you are a legal migrant. But sometimes what you may also do? Illegal migrant. Remember they kept telling Bangladeshi illegal migrants, means what they have done? Illegally they have entered your country, or they entered country legally, but let's say on a tourist visa for 3 months, 6 months. But what they have done? They have stayed beyond the period of visa. Illegal migrants. Like the different types are there. There's also another one called asylum seekers, that all we'll discuss later, all that. Basically these are all what? Third generation. So third generation is about what? Group. Similarly in Indian constitution there is rights of minorities. Means minority, religious minority, linguistic minority, Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Sikhs, all of them. That's also a group right. Clear? Now these three generation human rights are very, very clear because United Nations has already issued documents for it. But still, another two generation rights are still evolving, which is what? That means what then? Fourth generation, fifth generation rights are still evolving. There is no 100% legal clarity about which rights will fall under fourth, which rights will fall under fifth. There is no 100% clarity. What is the reason? I just now told. Because UN has still not issued clear documents on it. But broadly you can say fourth generation human rights are the rights of non-human entities or non-living entities. Non-human or non-living means what? Other than human beings. For example, what is it? Simple. Exactly, animal rights also some people tell, or even for that matter rights of rivers as living entities. Famously, if you have heard, Uttarakhand High Court had once declared, in the environment they might have told you that river Ganga and Yamuna should be considered as living entity. That's a fourth generation rights. And showed rights of trees, rights of plants to remain alive. Because in other words, it should not be very easy for what? Just cut the trees and all those. It will be very, very difficult. That is rights of trees to stay alive. Like that, so many are there. They are all fourth generation rights. As I told, there are fifth generation rights also, which are largely your digital rights. I have told you which one. Recall last class. Right to be forgotten. Can you recall the examples? Which one as we told? Some drug case I told you, some movie actors case I told you. Those are all right to be forgotten. Right against digital surveillance. Digital surveillance means what? Digital means your online activities should not be monitored by anybody. Against digital surveillance. Right to, like that, so many are there. Those are all what? Fifth generation human rights. Still no legal clarity because still evolving those are all. So after UN gives a document, you will get a clarity on it. Clear? So these are all what? Under one concept called as, which one? Human rights.